准备。
Have the armed forces really had a pay cut?
Trump wants South Korea to pay more for defense. He shouldn't stop there. He shouldn't. Trump wants Korea to pay more for defense. He shouldn't stop there. Trump wants South Korea to pay more for defense. He shouldn't stop there. Shouldn't stop there. She shouldn't stop there. Happy Saturday too. Happy Saturday too. Trump wants South Korea to pay more for defense. He shouldn't stop it.
Yes, hello, Pinkers.
Hi, Jabe. Good evening.
Good evening, and welcome back to our class. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday too.
Okay, so here we go. So, how's the weather like in your place at the moment?
It's sunny day, but now it's night, so I can see the moon clearly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Really? So there's a moon
Yeah.
at 7 o'clock. All right. There we go. Okay, so now it's almost half of the month. Okay, and well, we're now moving on to December, right? Okay, so time flies so fast. Okay, so aren't you excited for the month of December? Uh, anyway, I think it's not a holiday in your country if it is December, right?
Holiday. In December.
Mhm.
You mean December? You mean which day? Which days? Our current
December.
December.
For the whole for the whole month of December, because that's gonna be the start of the holiday for the whole month of December
Oh, I know, I
in
know.
our country.
Yeah, but in because we are, I think we are Chinese culture country, so we have a long vacation in Chinese New Year, but not in in the in the Western New Year.
Okay. All right. So you're not observing the month of December holiday. Okay. All right. Okay. Any news so far?
Oh yeah, I see an interesting news. It talks about the Trumps want to South Korea to pay more for defense. He shouldn't stop there. I think it's very interesting because I remember he asked. I think it's like he want some country. It's force them to give American money. It's very interesting. Actually,
What is that?
uh,
I can't hear you well. Uh,
okay, I repeat that again. Uh,
Donald Trump. Can you please
okay,
state it clearly? I can't hear you.
okay. Trump's want South Korea to pay more for defense.
What? Want to sell? Want to what?
Uh, Trump want to to
S-
South
Want
Korea
to South Korea? Want to what?
to pay more for defense.
What is this defect?
Defense, defense.
She's going to pay.
Uh, no. Actually, because Trump there are American military or army in the South Korea, right? Because they have to help them to protect and to defend the North Korea, and the Trumps want to them to pay more for their defense.
Mm-hmm.
He want to increase the money.
Are you talking with the salary of the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
military?
yeah.
So
But yeah, but they need the South Korea pay, not them. I remember they rise up the money about 10 times, 10 times. I think it's very amazing. It's a very amazing number. 10 times, 10 times.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, just to fight against South Korea.
Oh,
Is this the idea?
South Korea.
I mean, Donald Trump will
Yeah.
pay 10 times the salary of the South Korean military. Is that correct?
He yes, but he want to South Korea to pay the money, not him, not America. The money shouldn't be paid by the South Korea.
What what is the logic there?
Okay.
Okay, so what is this all about?
Uh,
For what?
for what? Oh, you mean the reason?
Hmm.
I no reason, no reason. Uh, I think the reason I guess is because Trump want to because America their economy is not very well because they have uh trade war with the Chinese, right?
Hmm.
So he need because he want to win the next president. So he need some accomplish he need some successful successful strategy to let he can prove he is a good president. So he tried to make money from South Korea because America have already support South Korea to defend North Korea for a long year, but they don't change their salary. But currently, Trump want South Korea pay more salary about the America military. Yeah, 10 times. It's not I think it's not a little number. I remember it's I forgot real number. I think it's huge. It's a huge number.
Okay, so you see, Donald Trump is a businessman.
Yeah, he's a businessman. Yes, he's
Mhm.
a really businessman.
Okay. I don't know what's his political motive. Okay, so this is all about politics anyway. All right. Okay, so thank you so much for that. Okay, so at this point, okay, where did we stop?
Okay. We shouldn't start from the material 4. Business English Module 2, page 6. Module 2 meeting Unit 2. Active in environment, page 6. Because I have homework need to finish, and I finish it now.
Module 2, Unit
2,
2.
yeah, Module 2, Unit 2. The
Uh,
material 4. Okay, if you are not sure, I can give you the document. I can give you the document
uh,
there.
no, no, you just tell me which part. I already opened.
Oh, page 6.
No, no, which part, not the page, because it doesn't show the page here. Which part? Is it vocabulary? That's your homework, is that correct?
Oh, vocabulary. Vocabulary
Okay.
mini homework. Yeah, hey, here.
Mm. All right. Okay, so we're going to check. So please read your sample sentence for vocabulary.
Okay. The first word is hold. Hold on. I will check the requirement from my diary.
Hold on, I'll check the requirement from my diary.
Oh, diary. Sorry, diary.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Next one.
Next one. Okay. Input. Hi, Tommy. I need your input for the strategy. How do you think the policy?
Input. Hi, Tommy. I need your input for the strategy. How do you think the policy? No, no, no. Hi, Johnny. I need your input for the strategy. How do you, how do you think, or what do you think about what do you think? It should be what, not how.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
So, what do you think about? Should be what here?
Okay, thanks.
So, what do you think about the policy? So, think about. Okay. All right. Next one, demographics.
Okay. We have to consider the demographic of our participants. Oh, I forgot to ask.
Okay, participants. Very good, that's correct. Next one.
Drop the ball. My previous manager dropped the ball on this time, so he was the relegation of duty.
my previous manager dropped the ball on this time. What? On this time is present, but it was already. My, it was. You're telling me the time. Long time. All right. But what is on this time?
Oh, okay, okay.
So it's contradictory. My previous manager dropped. So it's already past tense. Dropped the ball. Then you said on this time. So how could I understand this?
Okay. Okay. It's a past, so I should not use it on this time
Mm-hmm.
because it's not currently.
On
So
this time is present. You're talking about past tense, right?
yeah.
So what happened?
So I think I should fix to in
So my manager dropped the ball. Uh, dropped the ball of what?
late
What is?
last time. Let's time. I
It
can.
should be
Yeah.
dropped the ball uh 2 weeks ago. Yesterday.
Oh,
Alright, those are the time for past tense.
okay.
2 months ago. Last year. Okay?
Okay.
Something like this.
Okay.
So if you want to add the time, so you make use of the time that is pertaining to past tense. It's already on the past. So he was the election of duty. No, he's not. Okay. He was the election of duty. He's not. He was not the election of duty. Okay, so I think my previous manager dropped the ball. So it should be the time. Okay,
Okay.
when he committed mistake. When my previous manager dropped the ball.
Oh, made the wrong budget.太烂。再见。你要用吗？
All right, can you please read it?
Okay. Since my previous manager dropped the ball when he made a wrong budget for the project last week, so it is considered as a the religion of his duty.
Mm-hmm. My previous manager dropped the ball when he made a wrong budget for the project last week, so it is considered as a dereliction of his duty. Does it sound clear?
Yeah, because previously I just see he dropped the ball, but I don't say what what's in wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't forget to describe what's in wrong. So it's look
Okay,
like the sentence is not completely.
correct. So you need to specify so that the reader can understand completely.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
All right. Next one, very.
Okay, very. To avoid the accident, sorry, come again. We have to vary the rule to prevent accident happen again.
So we have again. To avoid the accident again, we have to vary the rules to prevent accident happen again.
or just
Okay.
or just eat again because I'm not sure shouldn't I replace the accident change it to eat is better.
Mm-hmm. So it's again. To avoid the accident, um,
Or just remove it again.
mm-hmm. To avoid the accident, uh, we have to vary the rule to prevent it happen. Uh, so hold on.
Okay.
We have to vary the accident. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
We have to vary the rules in order that the accident. We have to vary the rules in order not to happen the accident.
Oh, repeatedly. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay, so what's the difference here?
Mm, mm,
All
uh,
right, so can you please read it?
okay. We have to vary the rules in order not to happen the accident repeatedly.
The accident,
Oh,
not it's the accident repeatedly.
oh, sorry. The accident. The accident.
Mhm. All right, are we good on this?
Yes.
Okay, so no more questions.
No, it's clear. Thanks.
No questions. Okay, so now moving on. Do you know what is mnemonics here?
Oh, next. Okay. Because we have to move on to uh the question one, page 8. Now let's you read the article. Try to answer this question.
Where are you?
Page 8. You can see the
Oh,
question one is cite the importance of listening during a meeting.
are you done reading the article?
Yes, we have already done reading the article in previous
Mm,
lesson.
okay. So cite the importance of listening during a meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're going to tackle on this. So please try to what do I call this? Please try to read it first, and then you're going to explain your answer.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
okay. So the first one is if we don't concentrate to listen in the meeting, we don't participate in the meeting actually. That means we don't involve ourselves in the chairman's message, which will cause we could not understand the objective of the meeting. The second is if we want to know something we don't know, we have to interrupt the progress to ask a question. That will delay our schedule. Please talk only to clarify. The third is we have natural active listening skill could help us to hold on meeting effectively.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so please try to explain your answer, the importance of listening.
Um, Important in listening. But I've already answered my question.
Yes, please explain what does it mean?
Oh, what does it mean? What? I still need to explain because I think my description is like to explain. Oh, could you give me an example?
No, no, no. You just have to explain your answer.
Oh, my answer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I will write a list my answer because I try to use the previous hint because he give we some hint. The first hint is we have to involve ourselves in the chairman's message, and another hint is please talk only to clarify. So I think
Mm-hmm.
all the hint is talking about we should focus on listening during the meeting, because if we don't focus on meeting, that mean you don't know you are not sure the objective in the meeting, right? So if you don't know, maybe you will ask a question. You will uh but if you ask a question, is everybody already know? It's waste our time. So we should
Mm-hmm.
focus on listening. Yeah. But I think
Mm-hmm.
my final purpose is a productive meeting. So if we could satisfy all the hint well, I think that we can quickly finish our meeting and also have good good productive.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's try to tackle number one. So if we don't concentrate to listen in a meeting, we don't participate. Hold on, in the meeting actually. That means we don't involve ourselves in the chairman's message, which will cause we could not understand the objective of the meeting. There must be something wrong. Hold on.
Oh yeah,
With the sentences.
I try to
What I
content
mean.
the sentence, but I'm not sure how to do that is better.
If we don't concentrate to listen in the meeting, we don't participate in the meeting. If uh, if clause, we okay, we don't participate in the meeting. Actually, that means we don't involve ourselves uh, in the chairman's message, which will cause. What do you mean the chairman's message, which will cause? And then we could not understand the objective of the meeting. What is this? Which will cause?
I mean the
What's
which
this?
is the first is the sentence. Let's mean we don't involve ourselves in the chat message. I think
So,
this behavior which will cause we could not understand the objective of a meeting. So the which will cause is mean the previous sentence.
hold on. Let me check. If we don't concentrate, if we don't concentrate. If if we don't concentrate in listening, if we if we don't participate the meeting, listening to this. This one, this one. So please try to take a look at the paraphrase
Okay.
form here. Uh, all right. So would you mind to read it?
Sure. If we don't concentrate on listening to the meeting, this would consider us not participating in the meeting. It also means that we don't pay attention to the chairman's input and the suggestion, which will cause misunderstanding of the objective of the meeting.
Is this the same idea? What you're trying to imply?
Yeah, yeah, it's my idea. Thanks.
Okay. So you use instead of we could not understand, you use simple word as misunderstanding, right?
Yeah.
So instead of a very long sentence, okay, this will cause misunderstanding. All right. Okay. So next one. What do you
Okay.
mean? Number three. If
I
you want. Oh, go ahead.
actually it's number two. If we
Uh,
want to know something we don't know, we have to interrupt the progress to ask a question. That will delay our schedule. Please talk only to clarify.
mhm. So if you want to know something that, okay, we need to separate here that, okay,
Okay.
that we don't know. Sorry. If you want to know something that we don't know, comma, okay, just to separate. This is the phrase only. So this is considered as the dependent clause. So the independent clause is this one. So we have to interrupt the progress. Hold on. We have to interrupt the progress to ask the question that will delay our schedule. Please talk only to clarify. Um, there are a lot of, hold on, a lot of things that need to, if you want to know something that we don't know, so we have to interrupt the progress. The progress of what?
Meeting.
To ask the question.
Progress of meeting.
If we want to know something that we don't know, we have to interrupt the progress of the meeting.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
The progress of the meeting to ask the question that will delay our schedule. What? To ask the question that will delay our schedule?
I think
I
it's
mean,
our
it's.
meeting, the end of meeting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Pen. Painaan mo yung ano kasi marinig ng ano. We have to interrupt the progress of the meeting to ask the question that will delay our end of meeting. If you want. So if you want to know something that we don't know, Oh, and then we have to interrupt the progress of the meeting to ask questions that will delay our end of the meeting. This to clarify. What do you mean?
Or I can change to a clarify.
Mm-hmm.
Clarify the question because he are not sure the question. He want to clarify the problem.
I can't understand what they're trying to point it out.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. And wait a minute.
So there will be an interruption of the meeting.
Which will cause? Or I can choose which will cause. And wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Which will cause to delay our end of meeting.
Patay mo isang ilaw dito yung chandelier. Doble yung ano dyan. Okay, so I think that is better than the other one. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Next one we have what is this? We have nature active listening. Skills could help us to hold the meeting effectively. We have the nature active. What is this? What is nature active?
Okay. Just natural active listen. Uh,
Hmm?
the natural active listening skill is a previous hint. In the article, he declared active active effective listening is not natural. It requires a dedicated concentrate over thought.
It's not a nature.
The page Ed has his original expression.
It's not a nature that nurture. I think so.
Oh, I spell wrong word. Oh, neutral. Sorry, neutral. It's neutral, not nature. It's neutral. Sorry. Sorry, it's
Mm-hmm.
neutral. Yeah.
It's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
Nature and nurture.
Yes.
Nurture.
It's nurture. Sorry. That's my fault.
Okay, so nurture active listening skills could help us. Uh, could help us hold. Could help us to effectively. Right. All right. That's it. Okay, so moving on to the next one. Do you agree that by listening, you are considered participating in the meeting?
Okay. My answer is no. Listening is an essential skill in the meeting, but you have to interact with the people actively. Involve yourself in the message. If some topics need your support, you shouldn't help them. You shouldn't help it. Hi, Javi.
Yes, I'm waiting for you.
I have already I have already I have already answered my question.
I thought you are uh,
Yeah,
editing your answer.
yeah, I have
So
already answered. Yeah,
you have already edited your answer. Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
do you agree that by listening, you are considered participating in a meeting? Uh, the answer is no. Listening is an essential skill in the meeting, but you have to interact with people actively. So involve yourself in the message. If some topics need your support, you should help it. Listening is an do you agree listening is considered participating in the meeting? Listening is essential skill in the meeting, but you have to interact with people actively. So involve yourself in the message. Not in the message. You don't have to involve yourself in the message. In the discussion, not the message. You get a point here? Am I going to involve myself to the message? You have to involve in the discussion of the message.
Oh,
Discussion, meeting, conference, that's what you involve, not the message. You
oh,
know what I
oh,
mean?
okay.
How are you able to involve in the message?
Because I involve your message. I remember because of the previous previous article. He used the involve yourself in a message. So I just use it to the sample.
Involve yourself in others' message. So it should have been involve yourself in the discussion. Okay. If some topics need your support, you should help it. Okay. All right. Okay. So listening, okay, is important. but I think you pointed out here that you should interact with people. Yeah, that is correct. So it should be both. You listen and you also actively involve yourself in the discussion, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now, do you consider listening is participating? Yes. The answer is yes, because listening is also a form of participating. But I think I just want to point it out that there's a difference between only hearing and listening. But the listening here should be active listening. Okay, so hearing is totally different with listening. So how do you differentiate between the two?
I just remember. I'm not sure. I remember hearing is mean. It's like we just we don't talk too much important things. Just we like free talk. But the listen is like when somebody want to say important thing, we have to focus. And when we focus, listen is when we focus, we call it listening.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So hearing is just like you just hear something, but your brain is not processing, right?
Yeah.
You hear the sound, okay, but you're not actively listening to it. But in the active listening, I think your brain is uh, processing, so you know exactly what's really happening. Okay, so because you focus on this, so you listen carefully. So you meticulously get all the information, all of the detail. Okay, but in hearing, so you're conscious that somebody's talking, but you didn't pay attention about the content, right?
Yeah.
You just hear that somebody's talking, somebody's shouting. Okay. All right. So this is the difference. Now, listening, yes, it is also considered as participating in the meeting. If you listen, there are people who don't like to listen. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, so if you listen, it doesn't mean that you don't uh, involved in the discussion. So you're not on. This is not considered as participating. It is also considered, but it is better if you would like also to listen at the same time you involve yourself in the discussion. Is that right? Okay. So it should be both
Yeah.
listening and participating in the
Yeah.
meeting. Okay. All right. Next, what? I'm sorry. Um, do you still have time to? Because our next class.
Our next class is PN9.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we shall take a break first. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, and we're gonna go back at 9 o'clock.
Okay. See you. See you 9 o'clock. Bye bye.
Uh, Thank you so much. Bye.
Okay. Thank you so much. Bye.